to my kitchen. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Keto Lifestyle and Low Carb Cooking with Melissa. I'm Melissa and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm making homemade dog treats. I cook keto and low carb, but I also have a special way of making dog treats for my dogs that are safe for them, but also in a healthier manner than what you would get at the local store. Now, I do buy dog treats at my stores. I either go to PetSmart, Petco. I've even known to go to Walmart and get their treats. But it always worries me about what the ingredients are in the treats. When you read the back of the treat bags, you don't always understand the ingredients in there. And we all love our dogs. I have 4. And I love all 4 of my dogs, but I want to keep them safe and I want to keep them healthy, and I definitely want to keep them around as long as possible. So when I make homemade dog treats, it's very quick and it's easy and it's low carb for the dogs, but safe. And it's also budget friendly. And most of the ingredients you already have in your pantry. So let's get started. There's 2 ways that you can make them. Today, I'm not gonna do it in the oven. I have this cute little Dash dog treat container. And let me get a pot holder. It's kind of hot, heating up. So you wanna preheat it. So this is my Dash dog treat cookie thing. They're in the shape of a bone. It's preheating right now. And you can either use a cookie cutter in the shape of a dog bone or any favorite cookie cutter that you have for your pet. I have paw ones, I have dog ones, and you can make it in the oven, which I will say at the end of this video. But for right now, I'm going to use my mini Dash dog treat Dash maker and make mine today. And then I'm going to start with my ingredients. Now, you can either use whole wheat flour or white flour. I prefer to use wheat flour because it is on the healthier side. However, I did run out of the wheat flour, and the only one that I had in my pantry was white flour, which is okay as well. So you want to start off with 2.5 cups of your regular flour or your whole wheat, your choice. The second thing you're going to add is your eggs. So you just want to add 2 eggs. I crack them separate because that's how I check the eggs. And you're just going to add this all together. The next thing that you want to go ahead and add, I had leftover pumpkin puree that I made a dessert with. And you can check out my video on my YouTube channel for pumpkin pie spiced cookies. So I had some pumpkin left over. Luckily, it's exactly the amount that I need for this recipe. You just need a 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, pumpkin puree. So you're just going to add this in here. Once you add the pumpkin in here, the next thing you're going to do is add some peanut butter. You want to add 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. So let me show you a quick hack that I do in order to get the peanut butter out of the jar. So I just spray my little tablespoon measuring cup, and you don't want the butter in your peanut butter. So what you do is you just get a butter knife, and you're just going to scoop the peanut butter out into your spoon that has the sprayed butter in it. And then you're just going to measure it and dump it in there. And there's still oil left in there, so there's enough for another scoop. That way, when you're using a knife and you put it into your tablespoon, then you don't have to get the spray butter in there, but it still comes out a lot more freer. And I'm just going to get this measured up. You just need 2 tablespoons. Okay. Then the next thing that you're going to add is a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, just a half teaspoon of your kosher salt. Just sprinkle that on in there. And then the next thing you want to do is add a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And just sprinkle that on in there. Then the next thing you want to do is just give it a stir. It's going to be really thick and doughy, but that's what you're looking for. Okay, so it's going to be really thick and doughy, just like this. So then the last thing that you want to do is to get the dough a little bit workable, you just want to add 1 tablespoon of water at a time as you're working your dough. So I'm going to just add 1 tablespoon of water, and you don't want to over add, so you want to start off with just 1 tablespoon and kind of spread that around, and then work your dough until it gets soft but still doughy to make your dog biscuits. And then if you have to add more, you just add another tablespoon, but you want to add it in slowly, and you want to stir this after each time you add it in to make sure you don't add too much, because you don't want a soupy dough. Okay, so your dough should look just like this. Now, you can bake this in a 350-degree oven for about 35 minutes. What you would need to do is take a rolling pin or your fingers and roll it out to about a 1/2 inch thick. Use your favorite cookie cutter for your doggy treats, and then just cut them out, lay them on parchment paper, and bake them in the 350-degree oven for about 35 minutes. I have this dash maker, so I'm going to go ahead and put mine in the dash maker. And if you are using a dash maker, you just want to take some olive oil and you just want to spray your dash pans so they don't stick. And then sometimes I spray my hands. That way I can work with the dough without it being sticky. So you just want them to cook for a couple minutes on each side. Then you just flip them right over once they've hardened up on the top side. Okay, so I just took them out and flipped them. Now I'm going to put the lid back down and let them cook and harden up just for a little bit longer. Make sure you have a cooling rack that is setting out on the counter. I'm going to go ahead and put foil underneath, and then you're going to let them just sit there and cool off. Whenever I make my dog treats, I have this cute little fun mat, which is plastic and it's washable. And I just set my cooling rack on top, just like this. And then I transfer the dog biscuits over here to let them cool. So these are a fun way to spend time with your dogs, just like mine. These are my cute little dogs. Whenever I'm cooking them treats, they already know it and they smell it. And now they're just patiently waiting for them to cool off so that they can eat a treat. This is my dog Sunny is patiently waiting for his treats, but he knows he has to wait for them to cool off before they can try any. So I transferred the first batch onto this cooling rack. I'm going to let them cool before I let cute little dogs. So my dog is patiently waiting while they cool off to try his treats. If you don't already have one, I highly recommend that you get one of these treat cookies. Look how cute that is. I found mine at Kohl's. They make 9 dog treats at a time. You just want to give it a spray each time you make your new batch. And I'm getting ready to add the next batch of cookies. If you enjoyed this cute little recipe for your 4-legged furry friends, please subscribe at Keto Lifestyle and Low Carb Cooking with Melissa. Click that bell, because that bell is going to give you any new content I post. I have many wonderful, delicious recipes uploaded. I try to keep it quick and easy, and most of all, budget friendly and dog friendly. I hope you enjoy, and I hope this recipe helps. Enjoy and have a great day. Yeah.